Hey there, lads and lasses. Welcome to Sunday. This here, of course, is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States. Here on a Sunday afternoon. And that can only mean that it's time for Kaachee Time. Let me raise Kaachee on the Discord here. Let's do this. Hey there, son. Can you hear me? Okay, eating and drinking. It looks like you're muted on your end.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
Alright, yeah, so I got popcorn and I got Capri Sun just for this occasion because I'm gonna code because I haven't coded in a long time. So, well, on stream.
My man's gonna code on stream. Coding requires fuel, right, son?
Yeah.
Ocean's Orca's asking for Limbus game.
Like what? What do you mean the like our game or like actually play Limbus Company?
Levels here. Bring Discord up a little bit. Anyways, Kaachee, while we're trying to discern that, what did you have planned for today? What did you have planned for today?
Oh, I was gonna code.
All right, so what are we coding?
My game.
Okay, missionary game?
Yeah.
All right, so I've switched over to your screen.
Oh. Okay. Is it over?
Look at that. Son, I was watching you working on this last night, and I was telling Kaachee as he was working on this, I've really missed this place. just from our
I've changed a lot.
It has. You've done a lot of work on this, son. It's cool seeing it evolved over the years, and I've really missed this place. So it's fun for me to see this again.
By the way, like almost half of my friends don't even know I have this much progress. So,
well, this is cool because everybody will get an update. And I was asking Kaachee last night if he wanted to stream this today because I too was really amazed at how much stuff has been done on this since then. So,
great.
Besides, son, you've stepped up a few levels in your coding since. So, you've had a few breakthroughs.
Yeah. I almost should die eating popcorn, so.
It's one of the reasons why I don't eat on stream, son, because I don't want to choke myself out.
Right. Setting.
Also, right off the bat, I'd like to welcome in. One player gamer, fellow buffoon. You guys can see the auto shout out there.
Oh, yeah, it's just glitched. I don't know if you could tell, but whenever you go up to them, their head turns, so you look at them, and the farther away you are, the less effect it has on it. So, and if I'm like over here, they slowly turn their heads, and then.
Yeah, see if you can get out of range, and then there they go. Yeah, that's cool. That is really cool.
This is my very cool room. Yeah.
Yeah, this place has
Um,
changed a lot.
this is me. I don't know. It looks like me, but like a little different. Oh yeah. So this is my room. I got my cool chair.
Your cool backwards chair.
I got multiple. I have multiple references.
Oh yeah, you've got quite a bit of stuff around here.
Um,
And just in your camera view, try to zoom up as much as you can on things that you want to point out because some folks are watching this on their phone and it's still really hard for them to see. So,
yeah. So
yeah,
first
that's
of
good.
all, there's this Metal Gear Rising reference. If you played the game, you would find it funny, but basically, Senator Armstrong and Ryden make an omelet. So basically, during one of the cutscenes, Senator Armstrong says, "You're making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. You can't fret over every egg." So that's why they made the Senator Armstrong and Ryden make an omelet.
I guess that's kind of dated now, huh?
Oh yeah, it's pretty old.
Dude, that's so
Metal Gear
2024.
Rising was like 2011 when it was made. So
Yeah. Yeah, that was back in the day. By the way, I'd like to welcome in Biggity 18, otherwise known as Biggity Cheese, otherwise known as my older son, otherwise known as Kachi's big brother.
Half-Life 3, billions of years. But yeah,
that's a good meme.
um,
Math, science, people, and Half-Life fans all converge on that meme.
yeah, yeah, uh, mariachi hat,
Yeah,
gas mask.
that's from Metal Gear, right? Metal Gear
Yeah,
Rising.
Metal Gear, Half-Life Opposing Force. There's also Half-Life Opposing Force here.
Yep.
Um, Saboteur from DVN and Jotaro's hat because Jotaro's so cool.
Yeah, so lately
Joseph,
Kachi's been into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So
very good show. I recommend.
Kachi's
Um,
Biggie Guga's going back to cooking, so he's going to lurk.
all right.
Thanks for dropping in, Gu.
Joseph
Good to see you.
Joestar. Joseph Joestar. So Jotaro and Joseph are probably my favorite Joestars. They're just like I think I like Joseph more. He's more funny, but I think I'm more like Jotaro.
Orca's calling out Don Quixote and Gregor.
Yeah, Don Quixote over here from Limbus Company, and then Gregor from Limbus Company. What else? Oh yeah, Metal Gear Rising, Limbus Company, and Metal Gear Solid 4. I don't think I'll ever play Metal Gear Solid 4, but I have played Metal Gear Solid 5. Oh, so here's you and your 5-string bass. So,
That's me and my 6-string bass.
wait, that's 6? Hold on. Oh. Wait.
Zoom
That's
up on
not 6.
zoom up on the headstock.
I did not put 6 strings on this. No, hold on.
I do have a 6-string bass on. My 6-string fretless is right there.
Yeah, but you mostly played the 5-string.
Yeah, I do. Zoom up on the headstock and count the tuning pegs.
Oh yeah, there might be 6 tuning pegs. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 6. How many strings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Hold up.
That's a math teacher's son right there. People, just saying.
Bro,
Go! Shame.
Bro, this was taken from the old model from Dummy Defense, the Rock Band DJ, and I noticed the bass only had 4 strings, so I looked at the guitar, but I didn't look at the guitar close enough to know that there was only 6. There's 6 strings and not 5.
It's okay, son. Like I said, I do have a 6-string bass. It's right there. So I'm just teasing you.
I'll
But
just I'll just keep it.
yeah, just keep it there, son. Just keep it there.
I'm too
And
lazy.
let me see. Welcome in, Tez. Tezzy Vu.
Because oh yeah, Orca's room. You know, I'm gonna show you guys Orca's room. I need to like add water physics in here.
But
But I don't know if there's a way I could do it without making it look realistic, like having the water look realistic.
yeah, and
Well,
why do we not want the realistic water?
I don't know. It just doesn't really match the vibe we want.
Well, you were saying that Orca doesn't particularly
Yeah,
like
Orca
it, right?
doesn't like it.
For his room, yeah. And of course, a Kaachee Time stream would not be complete without the presence of soup.
Yeah. So this room is not supposed to be like this. There's supposed to be water. There originally was water, but yeah, we removed it. That's Faust from Limbus Company, and that's also Faust from Limbus. So
All right,
yeah,
Orca likes the image.
yeah, I know because he made me put it there. Yeah, Ted's room. Um, there's a lot of Terraria references in here. Well, when I say a lot, I mean like 2, but still. Now, I don't know if Ted was ever gonna change his room, but I feel like he told me he's satisfied with this. So
Okay, all right. What's in the microwave?
what the heck, bro? I didn't know it did that. Bro, did that nuke really just go off, bro? Seems like my Roblox studio crashed, and I cannot move my mouse. This is not good.
Uh-oh. You
Hold
want me to switch to cam scene? Let me switch to cam scene
What
while you mess
are
with that.
you
doing?
bro. Okay.
Good one,
swear
Orca.
I did not know the nuke actually would go off, bro. I did not know.
And wait
So,
for it. Angel by you. Hey, welcome to welcome honorary buffoon and always good friend to all of our streams. The one and only Angel by you. You guys can see her auto shout out there. Please go check her out. Last streamed a lot.
I'm reloading it up.
And of course, thank you so much for the sub. Angel, how are you doing? Happy Easter. We're coding with Kaachee today. That kid is why nuclear technology doesn't exist. You may want to check your source on that soup. There she is. Viewers, please go check out Angel by You when you get a chance. Yeah, you'll definitely not be disappointed. There is a pro streamer for you. Right
there you go. The code to set off the nuke should be gone now, hopefully.
Orca's right. Nuclear technology is very, very beneficial. It's too bad there's so much stigma involved with it. Let me go back to Kaachee's screen. Okay, yeah. Kaachee seems to be.
Yeah, so I've had that for like a year now, and I never knew that if you touch that, it would actually explode. I don't know how I just found out about that now, but yeah. So that bomb actually sets off, so I just removed the code. Anyways, okay, actually coding time. Well, I'm thinking of adding, it's like, once you get in proximity of a character, I stuck my tongue.
Drink something, son. Drink something. Popcorn's very
Yeah, I
dry.
don't
It's
have
very hard
anything
to
to drink.
talk while you're
I
eating
don't.
popcorn. It's super dry, son. Oh God, that's my boy, professional streamer there. Angel, I've missed you a lot. It'll be good to see you streaming again.
Ugh.
Oh, Orca, it's even more middle schooler than popcorn with soda. It's popcorn with Capri Sun.
Yeah. All right. Basically, oh yeah, let me restart. So like, there's gonna be a certain proximity range where if you walk into it, the characters will say something to you. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that like right now. Okay, I have this brick, and then I'm gonna like size it up to the door, right? And then we're gonna anchor it. We're gonna make it transparent, and then we're gonna make it can collide false. But you want it can touch, so that if you like walk into it, it actually like it does the thing. It starts like the thing, like they talk. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Oh dang, I don't have the code open. Hold up. Also, I just saw Orca in the model place, but alright. I'm just gonna steal some old code I have because that basically just does this. Also, I might do a little drawing this stream too.
Oh, cool.
Because I need to draw sprites, so I may draw a bit. And yes, I can draw and code. I can draw, model, code, make music, make the GUI. I can't write, but I know enough to do basic writing. So yeah, I could do everything I need to do to make a game.
Son, the screen is bulging at the edges from you flexing so hard, so you might want to.
Okay.
I'm teasing you. That's my son right there, man. Renaissance man. I would write too, but I'm too lazy. Yeah, you and me both, Orga.
Oh, Orca is super good at writing. He's just too lazy. I've seen his writing is actually so good, but like, yeah.
Son, your whole dev team is fire, really.
Yes. But I still somehow end up doing like almost all the work though.
Huh. It's called agency, son. It's one thing to have talent, it's another thing to have skill, but you gotta have agency to put it to work, right? The power of infinite procrastination. You know, Orca, for Buffooncraft Season 6, procrastination has been my theme for Season 6 of Buffooncraft for the Minecraft streams. Oh my god. Although I did get the gears rolling today a little bit on my main build, but some of the prep work for it, Kaachee was helping me out with that. Some Blender stuff.
Yes. We don't talk about that on stream. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, so I dropped some hints of my Buffooncraft Season 6 build in the Discord. The invite link to which is right up there, or actually, this is Kaachee Time, so it's right over there. So if you're not a member already of the community Discord, you can use that to join, and you can see all the latest stuff that's happening with us. And sometimes I put some preview stuff in there, and I drop hints of stuff that I've not yet revealed on streams, just to reward the viewers, who drop by there. So. All right,
Switching up Rush.
so Kaachee, what are you coding right now? What are you working on right now?
Like I think I said it earlier. It's like when you walk in the like near proximity, they start talking. I'm trying to do that. I'm making
Oh,
a
okay.
GUI.
All right, cool.
Trying to find. If not, I'm just literally gonna load up Limbus Company, but that's gonna like lag me big time. So no, I'd rather just find an image and then just base it off.
All right, because right now we're looking at the missionary set.
Yeah, I know. I'm on Google right now trying to find an image.
Oh, okay. All right, that's cool.
Oh, okay, there it is. I found it.
All right, that's good. That's good. By the way, I think it was last night. If it was not last night, it was yesterday at some point yesterday. Kaachee did some animation for one of the
Oh, yeah.
one of the emote dances that is absolutely crazy. And I'm super impressed by it. But I don't think you're ready to show it off in the stream, right, son?
No, I'll show it off in stream. It's just there's
Okay.
no sound to it because I
Alright.
I haven't gotten around to remixing that song.
All right.
I'll show it to you when I'm done, and I'll explain it. But like,
Yeah. And again, you don't
Yeah,
have to. You can show it later when you're ready to show it. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I was just super impressed by it.
yeah. Oh my god, lag. Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah. So here, I'll go over to casual because casual's also doing well. The in-game casual, not the real casual. Yes, I'll sync it up with him. Oh, I can't sync it up. Hold up. Yeah, but basically I animated this frame by frame. Yeah, and you can't move. You can jump. I don't know how to disable jumping right now because I tried, but it just doesn't work. But...
Okay, now when you say you animated this frame by frame, if you would, son, explain to the people what that means. What did you do to put this in the game?
Okay, so basically, like, what I did was so this is the torture dance from JoJo's Part 5, Golden Wind.
All right, so son,
like...
also, if you go to show it, can you get out into an open, well-lit area and zoom up on yourself a little bit better? Yeah, like that. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, basically. So, like, what I did was I pulled up the video that they had online of the torture dance, and I based it off. I just, like, slowed it down immensely, and I just copied each frame and posed it, and then I made it into one fluid animation.
Unbelievable. So he took this dance from this scene out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure where the character's doing this dance. He got a video clip of that. He slowed that down frame by frame and then got his model open. And what did you use to animate it? Was it Blender or was it Roblox Studio?
No, it was just a base Roblox animation.
Right. And so he copied each movement of the dance over frame by frame, and then put the whole thing together and made the program so it can then do that animation to the characters as an emote. It's just... And how long did it take you to do that, son?
Only like an hour. It wasn't that
bad. Unbelievable. Son, I am super impressed by that. I really am.
Yeah, but the most annoying part was this part. So from this in the anime, from this frame, it goes like from here, just immediately to that. And is what I tried doing that, it just looked so horrible. So I had to animate each frame in between.
So you had to do all the tweening, yeah.
Yeah, so in the anime, it's here, 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 and then just the rest of it. It's literally like 3 frames.
And
But
you
I had to do
filled
like
in
multiple.
all in between.
Yeah.
And so, those of you who aren't familiar with this is basically how, like Hollywood does stop animation with the models. They'll position the parts of the figure, and then they'll take one picture of it, and then they'll move them all a tiny fraction, and take another picture of it, and another picture of it, and it's a meticulous method, and then they run all the pictures together, and it looks like the characters moving under their own power. That's basically what Kachi did here.
Yeah, because the animation type is not linear, and it's just straight, like, it just straight up moves to the next frame. So,
Yeah, and so or continuous, I think is more what you're trying to say. But
yeah.
yeah, Orca, that's stop motion. That's exactly stop motion. That's exactly what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll like, if I change it to linear, it's gonna look a lot different. Yeah, see, look. That's what linear looks like. But I think, what did I choose? I think it was constant. Yeah, constant. Yeah, constant gives like more of that vibe, like that
Right.
looks like it's animated, like hand drawn animated.
Right. So yeah, now I understand what you mean. Right. It's the motion is linear. I got it.
Yeah.
Roblox stop motion is most likely way easier than how Hollywood does. Oh, well, yeah, yes and no.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, it probably is. I don't do the stop. I have animated like hand drawn before, but I haven't like done stop motion. I don't think I'll ever do that because that's way too hard for me. But
Good example is Isle of Dogs. Yeah, that was great. Insane fluidity. Yeah, imagine doing that, right? It's just one of those figures, and stop motion has been something that's been that I've been watching my entire life. Like probably the first stop motion thing I've ever saw was Willis O'Brien's King Kong from back in the 30s. I mean, I didn't see it when it first got. I was a young kid I was like a little guy in the 60s watching reruns of that. But and then the Hollywood sci-fi horror effects guy Ray Harryhausen is probably the most famous for that, right? And then during the 90s and everything, you had what's his name? His head just went. His name went right out of my head. Tim Burton. Tim Burton. The first cartoons are in a way so well, yeah, they're both animation, really, right? It's just
all right, I'm gonna switch screens to Clip Studio real quick. Hang on. All right, Clip Studio. This might actually take all streams, so just saying. Okay. So I need to draw an image of my character, like just my character, like him speaking. I'm gonna need a lot of these sprites, so might as well just do it now. Okay. I'm gonna look at an image. I don't know what pose I want yet, so. Okay. Family said it would be easier if I did renders instead of doing instead of just hand drawing every single sprite, but honestly I think it would just look better if I drew it, so.
yeah. Sometimes even though you hear of a new skill and everything, sometimes it just takes a long time to incorporate it, right, son?
Yeah, I mean, I've done rendering a lot. Like, I've done that a lot. I'm really good at it now. It's just like, I don't know. That's not the thing I want for this. Like, I would rather just draw it. And plus, I need to get better at drawing anyway. So, my coding has gone up, but my drawing has stayed at the same level. So I need to get that better.
Yeah, I know how you feel with that, son. And you and I have talked about this before. Like when you have multiple interests or multiple skills like that. When you work on some, the other ones suffer, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, so how do you balance that out, or do you try? Or do you just say, all right, I'm gonna let this one, you know, go lower so I can get this one higher, right? So, and it's kind of sad to have to do that to yourself because you like doing all of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how you feel. When I decided to get my math degree, like everything else had to go on the back shelf, and I still tried to keep music and art and other things going while I was doing my math degree, but a lot of that stuff suffered. Music like took a really, really big hit. So
Mm. I've gotten better at inking, by the way. I've gotten a lot better. I've finally learned how to ink. So it
really,
took me long enough, but yeah.
so are you using vector layers for your inking?
No, I'm doing it. Well, I know how to do it traditionally now, but I
Okay.
haven't tried. I haven't tried. The. What am I trying to say? Oh, digitally, yeah.
Remember, anytime you want to drop in for a little consult about that, son, I can show you.
All right.
And just remember, I won't keep you here for hours and hours. Like consult, couple minutes, show you this, couple minutes, show you that,
Yeah.
right? Soup, there is some drawing here. Yeah. But it's all related, In order to create this kind of stuff, you need multiple skill areas, right?
Nah, I don't want to draw eyes, man.
Oh, come on, just draw them. Suck it up, son. You can do it.
I don't have like a. If I draw realistic eyes for like these types of characters, like for like the Roblox characters, it just looks so weird. Like I can't,
Yeah,
but
so
like at the same time, I can't use that like goofy like smiley face. Like I can't do that. That doesn't look good either. So
right, so you're gonna have to come up with some sort of stylized, you know, uh,
yeah,
eye technique, right? That's gonna work with this. My suggestion would be, look at your heroes there, right? Look at your influences. Like, if you're going more for a Dave Pilkey thing, like what would Dave Pilkey do for that? Or
maybe.
what would Toriyama have done for that, right? How would they get around that? What would they do? You may not use it. You may not think, well, their kind of style doesn't look good here. But, just thinking along that way is when you can't come up with something yourself. Sometimes just kind of exploring that it makes you stumble upon something else too, right? So that smiley face looks like something my sleep paralysis demon would have.
Who said that? Soup, probably.
That's definitely Soup.
Yeah, yeah. I assumed that. I finally given up on my I'm never gonna paint streak. Like I'm never gonna paint. Like I gave up on that because, I gave up, man. It's just like the result is too good. Like that I have to paint. Like
Oh,
uh,
I don't know if I understand
like
you there, son.
it's like the result I get from painting is just so good that I can't not use it. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Are you
Yes.
talking about IRL painting, physical painting, or
No,
digital?
no, like digitally. I don't think I'll ever be able to like actually paint like IRL, like traditionally, like I don't think I'll ever be able to do that, man. That's way too hard for me. I'm not good at traditional anymore. I used to be like, wait, my sketches look good. My sketches look good traditionally, but when I actually try making them like color and ink, it doesn't look good. Only digital looks good. So. And yeah, I'm still not satisfied with my digital results. So. Okay.
Yeah, I used to
I
do a
still
lot
don't
of
know.
IRL painting, non-digital, analog painting, I guess. But I used to do that a lot when I was younger, because I was doing illustration and stuff. So, I was trying to emulate like Frank Frazetta and Boris Vallejo and the brothers Hildebrandt and illustrators like that. Michael Wellen, those kind of guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I personally hate painting, even though like literally every single artist I met, they said they don't. I'm like I feel like I'm the only one, but I don't like painting. It's not fun for me.
Yeah, the guy who does painting now that I really admire is Alex Ross. So Alex Ross, if some of you somehow don't know of him, he's an illustrator and he does a lot of Marvel comics. But he does work for other comic book publishers and book publishers and stuff. So he does other characters too. But he's best known for his, I think it's Atomic City, Astro City. Astro City is where he really started and cut his teeth on that. And then his stuff for Marvel is just insane. Marvel and DC, it's really good. In fact, I hope to meet up with him sometime at a convention. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Finger painting was peak when I was young.
Who said that, Orca?
No, that's soup.
Soup. Okay. Yeah, honestly, like whenever Mama shows me anything from like my old school, like I just don't remember it at all. Like
Trauma.
like some projects, like you showed me some projects from last year. I'm like, what the heck is that? Like I honestly won't remember. But
Well,
I don't think that's good, but
well, it's also difficult to do that in a classroom in a school setting. I always felt that way. I don't resent having to do that in school. I got a lot of attention. That's probably one of the only good things, I got out of school when I was younger, is people did like my art when I was in there. And so whenever we had art class, I got to really shine in those classes. But I'll be honest with you, I didn't really get too much out of those classes, only because the environment under which I'm doing it, right?
yeah.
You have to draw what they want you to draw and stuff. And yeah, I get it. That's how you learn and stuff. But still, that's never. I don't think you can expect that to be like your best work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's hard to produce your best work under those kind of conditions, because you have no control over any of it, really. So, how can you come up with something that's really good that way? Some people can. Some people really thrive under those kind of conditions. I've never been one of them. So,
Yeah, honestly, I kind of just like lose all motivation when I don't have like that much say in what I get to do. Like if I don't have a lot of like control over what I can draw, or then I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna give up. I'm not really gonna do good on it.
well, yeah, and it goes back to your interests in your inspiration. I mean, if you're asking the question, what's in this for me, and there's not a heck of a lot in it for you. I mean, are you really expected to produce your best results under those conditions, And yeah, Festive lied to me and said Missionary was canceled, and because of this, I'm sending the entire Galactic Empire to his house. What?
Nice. You should send the entire galactic patrol to his house. That'd actually be kind of funny. I want to see his reaction.
That should be a level in the game. There's a little house.
Galactic patrol.
Yeah.
Galactic patrol invades Kronos' house.
And then the house just looks like Kame House from Dragon Ball. It's just a little hut on an island like the Turtle Hermit's house.
Yeah.
And then there's the sky blackens with ships.
I already know Festive. Like, if Festive was watching this, he would throw like a whole entire tantrum, complaining why this isn't canon and why we are so stupid because it would never happen. That's literally what happens sometimes. Like, I literally named a character Timmy, and then he decided to argue with me for like an hour about that. So,
Festive. What are we gonna do with that guy?
I don't know. Bro, I can't get this leg. Hmm. I still don't know how to draw legs, to be honest. Like, I've mastered literally every single like body part except the legs. Like, I don't know how to make like detailed looking legs. Like my art style, I don't know how to do that in my art style yet.
Son, you know what you have to do. You just need to do
What?
it. Go with the layer
Do what?
underneath. Sketch out the block shapes of the thigh, the globe, the sphere for the knee, right?
Yeah.
Get the structure, and then the layer above. Use that as a guide on the layer above. You know you got to do it.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know why. I never like did that stuff. Like I still don't do it. Like where you like people draw like the circle and then they start drawing the chin like that. Like I just never did that. Like stuff like that. I don't know. I just start drawing the entire body first.
Well, you did some of that at the beginning of this drawing, right? You did some
Yeah,
structure
I
underneath it.
do it sometimes, but like I don't know. I just find it easier to just straight up like start drawing immediately, like the
Yeah,
body.
maybe, but where you're struggling with the legs, is it easier really? I mean, not only that, but you can get to a certain point where you can stop doing that. Once you get your outlining down, then you don't need to draw the structure underneath after a while, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay, I think I know what's wrong. I think it's just like the arms aren't long enough, I think. Or I'm drawing where his shirt ends like too low. Because it just looks out
Uh,
of proportion.
a little bit, a little bit. Like that would be more like the top of his pants, really. But below his belt. And sometimes, son, you just stand up and you let your arm hang, and you see where your arm hang is, right?
Yeah, because I know where it is. Like it's like mid size where like your arm. Well,
Um,
for me at least. That's for me, but
yeah, when your hand is open, when it's not clenched.
oh yeah, clenched. I have to think about
Yeah, if it's clenched, it's a little shorter than that.
I don't know. That's still the same for me.
Yeah, yeah, it's about I don't know, it's about maybe a third of the way down. Soup says just chop off the legs.
Nah. Limbus Company doesn't. They have like the full bodies. So
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's take a break. We'll run ads for about 3 minutes, and we will be right back.
all right.
Let us do that. And we're back. Let me get some sound back from Kaachee. There we go. And Kaachee, I'll flip back to your screen. There we are. All right.
How do you draw freaking legs?
I told you just do it.
No, like the leg muscles, not like.
Yeah. Son, don't make me open Clip Studio right now and draw it myself. Don't make me do it. Stop trying not to do it and just do it. Chat, make him do it.
Okay, I see how to do it. Think. Well, okay. Okay, so it's like, you gotta. Wait, so what shapes is it?
All right, there's a book on your desk, right? It says how to draw.
Oh yeah, there is, yeah.
Legs are overrated. I prefer a wheelchair. Legs are highly underrated. Soup. Like my legs are destroyed now that I'm older, and I really want legs that work again.
Ow.
Let me see. You know, software for Twitch. Runs on Windows or any other OS that supports Java 8 or later.
Alright.
Let me do this.
I got the book.
Finally. Okay, so why don't you show people what that book is? Here, I'll.
How to draw.
Okay, how to draw comics the Marvel way, right? So I got this for Kaachee quite some time ago.
Okay. So you draw the links first, then it's like cylindrical shape, right? Alright. Okay. So it's like kind of like here, and then I want like it's where's the knee, bro? I don't really know where the knee's.
All right, again, just stand up and drop your hand down to your side. And then try to imagine where your knee is.
Okay.
All right. Also, there's a drawing on one of those pages. There's an illustration on one of those pages about proportions, and they show how the body is divided by. Now, an average human is like 7 heads tall, but sometimes, you know, superheroes, they'll go as high as like eight heads tall to get those proportions.
Oh, okay. So like,
Right?
it's like, I think it's like somewhere here, I would say.
Yeah, it's about. So, so I don't know. I think that's a good placement for the knee. I think it's a little low. Looks a little bit low. But even so, when you place the knee correctly, son, it's like the whole leg isn't going to fit on the page. So I think you're going to have to select and shrink that a little bit to get the whole if you want the whole figure on there. Son, Control
Right.
0. Control 0. With
Hey.
There you go. So Kaachee's getting an unsolicited um, unsolicited Clip Studio lesson on stream from Bob, which is kind of ironic. Now remember, yeah, you want to sketch this on the layer underneath it because you don't want to actually use this, right? Yeah, this is just a guide, right? And then the calf and the shin and everything from the knee down kind of looks like an upside down bowling pin, right? Why are we not getting any sound from your mic? Yeah, we're not getting any sound from your mic for some reason.
Oh, okay.
There it is. All right, that's better.
Like a different layer. Well,
Yeah.
how do I like? So I had
Okay,
this selected,
Control
like, how
X
do I
cut. Control X cut.
Oh, and then just paste.
Select a layer and paste it onto the new layer. Yeah, there you go. It'll say copy, but you can then use one of the options above that to merge those layers together.
Oh, okay.
Remember, you want that layer under the other one, so you can just drag that layer beneath the other one.
I think it is under. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. Just remember when you go to draw now, your finished lines switch to the other layer. So.
Right. I can't find the page.
I make my comics in Roblox Studio and Google Slides. That's soup.
I used to use Google. Okay, so. Kind of like. Kind of like something like that.
Yeah, that thigh looks like it's a little bit short, though, right?
Yeah, so I might.
Or no, it's not so much that your thigh is too short; it's that your shin calf below the knee is a little too long. I think.
Oh, okay.
Right there's good.
Like. Okay.
Then you'll need another ball for the ankle, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Right there. Okay, I think that's too short though.
It's a bit too short and it's a bit too small. Make it it's the same size as the ball for the knee.
I kind of like that. Yeah. I think his leg is just too short in general.
I think it is too, right? Because you're missing the whole hip area, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
Right. So you got to draw that part.
I probably could just. Whoops, wrong tool.
Yeah, there you go. That's better. Yep. Yeah, see how much that already looks a lot better. Magic, yeah. But this is why, this is why digital is so good, right? I mean, it solves so many problems. Remember, and don't invest too much time into the structure of this part. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, don't try to draw this part so hard, just blob it in there, right? And then refine your lines on the layer above it, right? Bro's got an exoskeleton leg. Well, yes and no. It's kind of like an endoskeleton. It's on the inside. Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, that's already looking a lot better, son. I think the foot needs to be bigger though.
Like, kind of like that.
Yeah, there you go. It kind of looks like he has duck feet, but you can get the size right and the shape right on the layer
Yeah.
above it, right? You're just trying to
I
kind of
think it's
place it.
just. I think his thigh is too big compared to the it's too thick compared to the rest of his.
Maybe, but remember, number one, you want him to be muscular, and number two, he's wearing clothes over it. So I think when you get the
Oh,
whole thing together, it'll look a little bit more proportional. And you should bring the inside of his thigh up a little bit more. I'm thinking. Yeah, there, right there. That's good enough.
okay. I need to put it. How do you draw knees, bro? Like this?
If you want the knee to show, yeah, you just need the line to suggest the shape. Yeah.
How do you draw feet?
Well, I think his foot is
Right.
pointing a little bit out too much, but feet
Why?
take a while to learn how to draw, son. They're hard to do. I think that's a pretty good foot considering.
Yeah, I think it's just this is too big. I think if I just change it a little bit, like if I think I just need to make this like a little wider.
Maybe, but you know what? I would draw the rest of it first around it and then see if you still feel that way. And if you do, then change it. Trust yourself. Trust yourself.
So it's kind of like I don't know how to draw clothes, bro.
This stuff is hard to do, son. It takes a lot of practice. That's pretty good.
And then, for his shoe in the game, like his model is literally like non-existent. Like his shoe has like no detail on it. I don't know if I'm gonna like.
There's quite a
Draw-
few
draw-
artists, son, who get out of drawing feet by just drawing blobs on the ends of legs. Oh my god.
I'm gonna draw his shoes. How does like the bottom of a shoe? Hold up. Shoe. Google shoe. I don't want to go to Google Shopping. Who pinged me?
Well, a way to think about this, right, is the heel is like not as wide. The heel is narrower, and then the foot in front is wider. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, so you got to kind of think of it in like two parts, right? And then
So it's like,
yeah, it comes to a point at the front, but then you got to try to decide where the wide part of the foot kind of ends, like how far back it goes, how far back the wide part of the foot goes.
I don't like something like that, maybe.
Yeah, like look down at your own shoe and your own foot.
I don't have shoes on. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So you just
It's like it bends in kinda and then goes back.
remember when we met Jeff Darrow, the comic book artist at the comic shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of his complaints about artists, right, would be in comic books, right, where they would be like talking on a phone, and the phone would
Yeah.
be some weird square shape, right? Because,
Okay.
and he'd be like, dude, why are you drawing that weird shape for a phone? There's a phone right there. Just look at it and just draw that. You know, or if a character's holding a gun or something, why are you drawing so weird like impression of a gun? You know, they just get a picture of one. Just look at the picture. That's what they look like. Just do that. So you're trying to draw feet. Just look at your foot, dude. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. See, that already looks a lot better, son. That just tons better.
All right. I need to draw a belt.
Now, if his legs are looking too big, I think it's because the head and neck are a little too small.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, select them and then scale it, right? And I say a little too small. All right, so pan out so you can see the rest of the body when you do this now. Yeah, because you've got to look at the rest of the body when you're adjusting the head size, because then you're going to keep adjusting. If you look at the whole thing, it makes it go a little quicker.
I think that's better, right?
That's a little better. I still feel it's a little too small. Because remember, this is a normal head with a helmet on it. So
Like that?
that's already a lot better.
Soup.
Now the leg might not look so overly big to you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my god, that Don Quixote.
So this is already looking a lot better, man.
This soup just sent me a meme of Don Quixote from Limbus Company singing Steve's Hot Lava Chicken from Minecraft movie. And also that's my image. You stole that from me.
Soup.
Okay. And we gotta draw the other leg. Okay. Like that.
Now remember, this other leg is like a little bit further back. Yeah, that's good. That's good, actually. Okay, yeah, you got this now. Yeah, that looks much better. Oh, son, you got this, man. See? You got this. It already looks so much better. Look at this. Oh, that's just so much better. Yeah. Foot's a little big, but like I said, you know, you can fix that in the layer above it if you want to, or there you go.
Oh, I drew down the wrong layer.
It's okay. You know what to do, right? You know how to fix it.
Yes.
And it's like, you know, you don't need the sketch underneath it now because you did a good job on the sketch above it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just cut and paste it into the top layer. Should I go outside with a bucket of water and yell, water bucket release, and throw the bucket of water on a happy family? Yes. I say you throw it on yourself and you video that for the water bucket challenge. I'm just saying. Yeah, I guess an interviewer was asking Jeff Darrow how he drew such realistic looking items like that.
Yeah.
And he says, just look at the darn thing. It's right there. Just look at it. The phone one I won't forget because that one's really funny. I look at this comic book artist, and it's supposed to be a person talking on a phone, and they're talking to this block kind of thing. And it's like, dude, if you're trying to draw a phone, just look at the darn phone. It's right there.
You're gonna bend that slide. So he doesn't get like his leg hyperextended from just like
Standing there, yes.
locked in, like his legs just locked like that all the time.
I've just returned from my lesson at the dojo, and now my leg looks like this. That's me. Some of this already looks so much better, dude. You totally got this. You totally got it.
I think his belt isn't high enough.
The belt is a little bit too long, and it looks like the torso's a little too long, just in general. Yeah.
Okay. So like, where should like the
He's wearing
So
something like on his wrist right now, on his right wrist. He's got some sort of band or right
yeah, he
there.
has like he has
Yeah.
like a glove, yeah.
So right where that is, that's probably where the belt should be, I'm thinking. A little bit higher. Right there.
Okay. So here?
Yeah, try that. Now back out and take a look. Yeah. Okay.
so
That
it works.
I still think the torso looks a little long though.
Yeah.
So if you selected it right, the arms and the upper chest and the head and everything all in one group, and just dragged it down a little bit. No. Go up past the belt, so you leave the belt where it is. Go right up to his chest muscles. There you go.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah. Now go down for the arms. All the way down to the hands and around the hands. There you go. Come all the way up around the head. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Again, at the bottom of the hands. All the way up to the chest muscle. There you go. Close that. And now just drag that down a little bit right about there.
Yeah.
That looks better now. Okay, cool.
Okay. And then I wish I had shoes on right now.
Yeah,
so
but
I can
look, your
at
other shoe looks really good on the right. Just copy that over to the
Yeah.
left. I mean, don't
Well, yeah,
literally copy, but use that as your guide, right?
Yeah, it's just like shoes are kind of like that, right? Like there's that kind of thing.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, yeah, that's looking good. So you're doing all right. Remember, you don't have to do a 100% accurate shoe. You have to give a 100% good impression of a shoe. That means you don't have to put in all of the lines and details, just enough to make it look like a shoe. I forgot the stream was supposed to be Roblox Studio. Well, it is, right? Because
Well, yeah, because I'm working on the game right now.
yeah, this is going to be used in the game. So there is some design work, right? So
Okay.
I'm going to chicken jockey. Soup just randomly shouting out things at a movie like a Minecraft audience.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. All right. Yeah, inking time. Yeah. Okay. How slow? Ah, that's good. But gonna wrong. Oh my. Okay. I think that's going off like that. Yeah, probably that's okay. This. Yeah, so what's the other way of inking that you said with like the vector layers?
Yeah. So you're inking on raster layers right now, which is probably what you want to continue to do for the stream, son. Because
Really?
vector layers take a little bit more to learn,
Okay.
and you wrestling with it, is stream wise is probably going to be a waste of your time, right? That's something you want to do off stream and just mess around with it a little bit, and then it's super easy. Then you can come back on stream and knock it out.
Okay.
But I think if you want me to show you that, I think you can do the vector inking way better than me. I really do,
Okay.
because again, I'm still grounded in like trying to do that with the physical inking on paper kind of way,
Yeah.
and I think you're more open to because you don't have to unlearn that way to learn this way, right? So
Yeah.
that holds me back quite a bit.
Yeah, I actually prefer digital a lot more than traditional. Like I would like if I had to give up traditional, I would gladly.
Well, me too. Honestly, I really prefer the digital too. It's just, I spent all of those early years of my life, and the stuff you learn when you're young, it just stays with you forever. So if you have to unlearn that stuff, that is really, really hard to do. So, alas, it is too late for me, my son. But you're still young enough. I think that's why I really wanted to get you the clip studio and the tablet and stuff and get you going on this before you get too entrenched in the physical paper and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because then you're going to have to unlearn that, and it's going to be really hard. So if I can get you started on this as early as possible, then yeah, just going to be easier for you to use this.
I mean, like before you even got me Clip Studio Paint, I was literally animating on Google Slides, like drawing that. So,
Yeah.
which just saying, don't ever animate on Google Slides. It just sucks. Like it is not fun.
Well, it was really hard to do, but man, you got some really good results doing that, though.
Yeah, but
But I mean, you
I
lost so
would
much
rather.
blood doing it, though.
Yeah. Like I would rather do that on here because it's a lot easier.
Oh, of course, because this is made for that, right? Google Slides isn't really made for that, right?
Yeah, I just didn't have anything else.
Yeah, you did the best you could with what you had to work with. So, and yet those Google Slides drawings looked fire. Yeah, and that's my point, right? So, this is looking really good, son.
I think I'm gonna do that thing where like you like kind of like round out some edges like that. I'm gonna do that after.
Okay. All right.
So I noticed that actually makes it look like it has a lot more detail and doesn't look so cakey, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, I really like digital inking. Like I get better results when I traditional ink, but like traditional ink, I don't like to do. I would rather just do the inking on digital.
Yeah, it's kind of 50-50, right? When you look at it, it gives you, well, there are pros and cons, right?
Yeah,
The digital inking allows you to edit, right? Because, you can always go back and change it. But that can also be a problem too, right? Because then you just
yeah,
won't commit to anything that you draw. You keep like niggling with it and niggling with it and drawing it and redrawing it, re-inking, 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 where if you do that on paper, like physically ink, you're committed and it forces you to get it done, right? Because you lay down the inks and you can't change them. It's like, well,
yeah.
that's the best I could do there. I got to move on, right? So, Kachi, how many models made for missionary? Soup is asking.
I don't know. That's I'm kind of like too invested in this right now to go into my model space. But if you're like, what are you talking about? Like old beta missionary or like now, like right now?
He says, right now.
Right now, like less than 10. Because me and Orca are still like figuring out the story, so we kind of like, I would be modeling. It's just like I have nothing to model.
Soup says, that's sad. Well,
I mean, it takes a long time to make them. Not to not like any disrespect. Like it is, you do hard work, Soup, but like, Blender did. Using Blender, it just takes a long while. Like there's a lot of effort I have to do to make Blender models. So yeah.
I don't really model anymore. Probably a lie.
Soup, you've literally sent me multiple images of what you're. So I don't know what you're talking.
What you talking about, Willis? Only Angel's going to get that. Now, Kachi, when you print this out, right? If you were going to print this out,
Yeah.
right? Like, what size piece of paper would you be printing this on?
Uh, I mean the sheet is 9 by 16. So
9 by 16. That's a pretty big sheet of paper. So now it's good to clean up your lines, but as you're cleaning up your lines, you should be choosing because some of those edits that you're making are probably not going to be seen at that finished resolution. Some of them are though. Yeah, like that's a pretty big one. You should probably edit that. But like that one, I don't think anybody would really see that, son. Now, you can still do it because you get the satisfaction out of it, right? Because it would bother you to like leave it there, right? But
yeah.
quite a few of those edits you're making, you're never going to see those when it's printed, right? So that's something to kind of think about too. Because I catch myself wrestling with stuff, and then I zoom out to what it's going to be like printed size, and it's like I spent all of that hours, and it's like hardly made a difference at all, right? So, yeah, like that's a pretty big one. You might want to change that, right? But like the one right below it, that one, maybe not, right?
Yeah.
But if it really bothers like your OCD, yeah, by all means fix it, right? I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just saying you don't have to do that. It's not going to show.
think I'm gonna start the inside, not the main out.
All right, now you're going to keep the same line width for the insides? Or are you going to go thinner?
No. Thinner. I found out that I only found this out recently, but I did find out that making like having different width lengths it makes it look a lot better. So
Yeah, line weights, we call that, right?
yeah,
Those two line weights, though, son, are very similar to each other. You might want to try to go even thinner.
okay.
So what are you set for right now? It looks like 1.5,
1.5.
1.2.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, drop it right down to 1. See what 1 looks like. 1 might be a little too thin. I think it's going to look better. Now zoom out to take a look at the effect. Yeah, it's still good,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
could go thicker with 1.2 if you wanted to, and in some places you probably want to do that.
We could do 1.2.
Yeah,
But like really small details, I'm probably gonna go like
thinner,
0.7
right?
or something.
Yeah, 0.7, yeah.
Like that action, like smaller.
Yeah, that's already looking really cool, son.
Yeah.
And that's cool that you learned about the line weights. That makes a big difference.
Hanging soup again. Yeah, I've seen that video soup. Do you know how to like shade clothing, bro? Because I have no idea. Like I have no idea how to shade for clothes. For
You're asking
clothes.
me?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Are you talking about using while you're inking, using black shadows and stuff for clothing while you're inking,
No, it
or
just
just
like
coloring
when I
later?
actually start coloring. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is super simple, son.
Okay.
But the biggest thing is to show your light source first. To choose your light source. Is it coming from
I think
straight
it's gonna be like
above? Is it
here.
behind and up? Is it from below, like from the floor lighting?
I think the light is gonna like come from like here. Go.
Okay. Like you learned in art class, the shadows will be on the opposite side of the light,
Yeah.
right? So you start that way first. And your colors should have 3 colors to them. You should have your base color, and then you should have a lighter version of that color for highlights, and then a darker version of that color for the shadows. That's like the basic cell animation kind of thing, like a 3-color set.
Yeah.
Like if his sleeves were yellow, you would just fill that whole thing with yellow, and then you would do a lighter yellow or a white for the highlights, and then a darker yellow for the shadows. And then you got to pick what that darker yellow is going to look like. Is it going to be a colder color, like almost a greenish gray color? Or is it going to be more like a warmer color, like an orangey brown? Right? So there's different things you can do there, right? But Three color
Wait,
system.
doesn't shouldn't it like also kind of go with like the like atmosphere kind of?
Yeah, it should, but it depends on how high you want to go with the detail, right?
Yeah,
Right? So cell animation, usually they have to keep pretty low detail, so they just default to three colors,
yeah.
right? And then it's how do you apply those three colors? So you just fill the whole thing with a base color, and then you got to decide, all right, where do the highlights go and where do the shadows go? So
Alright.
lighter colors go here, here, and here, boom, 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 and then shadow right here, boom, and right there, pow, right? And so, but it takes some skill because you're really limited in what you can put on there for highlights and shadows. If you do too much, it just looks too weird and complicated, right?
Yeah.
So you got to put them in just the right amount in just the right spots. Okay, son, we are at 5:30. Do you want to end the stream here or do you want to keep going?
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. All right.
Like at least till I'm done with the inking. So
Good. Good.
yeah, I'm working on this school project for my comic book class,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like so you can literally see my art style change midway through the freaking comic. So so basically how I used to draw chests was like it would be something like that. Like it was just like every single time it would look like that. Now it's more kind of like that. And you
There
can
you go.
see it change like midway through. So yeah.
That's what happens when you work on something for a long time, right? So if you're looking at comics and then, they look consistent from the beginning to the end and you don't see that change in style, that's because they blast those things out,
Yeah.
right? And so maybe within one issue, you never see like the change of style within one issue, but you can see it gradually from issue to issue to issue. And then, like, you look at issue one and then issue number 10, and they look different. But issue one and two don't look any different. Two and three don't really, so it's gradual.
Yeah, JoJo part is like every single part, like Rocky changes his art style.
Yeah. Because they get better. Or, some people will argue they get worse, right? Because they don't like the new style. But it
No,
evolves,
oh,
right? You can't help it. As humans, that's what you do, right? So
I think I'm gonna finish inking. I'm gonna ink this arm and then I'm gonna probably end stream. Then
all
I
right.
take a break.
Yeah. But also,
Yeah,
if
alright.
if you want to show people the finished product too, you could always post it on the Discord too after you
Yeah,
finish it off camera, right?
yeah. Alright. Yeah, that's good enough for now.
Son, I thought that came out really, really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very well done, son. Alrighty, you want to wrap
Good.
things up?
Yeah.
Alrighty, son. Thank you for the stream.
Yeah. Alright. Bye bye.
See ya. Time for dinner. Okay, so let's switch over to the cam scene. Let me see. Let me go get my phone because I usually use that to check for friend streaming to whom I would like to rate out. Actually, maybe I can just open another window here, but I like to have the volume and stuff. Give me a moment. Okay. Let's do this. There we go. We're back. Well, thank you, one. Welcome into the very end of the stream. We're about to raid out. You're doing Roblox Studio. We just finished. So the first part of the stream was mostly Roblox Studio coding and stuff like that, and then the second part of the stream was doing some artwork for the game that we were coding on. A little bit too late, but the VOD will be up on our channel for 14 days, and after that, it's archived to our YouTube channel for all time. So. Could you do the stream longer? Not today. Today we got to finish things up. But we should have our YouTube link up there. I don't know why it's not firing. Yeah, my YouTube command isn't firing. But if you look up Thunderhand64_gaming2, then you will see the that will give our YouTube channel, and it has all of our stream archives on there. This will be on there. You can also, again, just look at Twitch. It'll be up there for 14 days. I broke my knee. Ugh. Oh, that is really tough. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's do this. Okay, I am going to raid out to fellow buffoon Cheska's Genie because I miss her. She hasn't been on the server in quite some time. She's been doing other games and stuff, so let's set up that raid. So, viewers, there is the raid message in the chat. Right up there. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us on this raid. Yeah, there it is. And so we'll raid out to Cheska's Genie. Family-friendly viewers, just be reminded that Cheska's stream, even though we're family-friendly, her stream is intended for mature audiences. There's some language and stuff like that in there. But she is a member of the Buffooncraft SMP along with myself. And she's a good friend, and she's a lot of fun, and we have a lot of shared community. So chances are there'll be somebody there that you know. Let's set up the raid itself. And there we go. The raid is counting down now. And I would just like to remind everybody that we do this Kaachee Time stream every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream will be Wednesday, and that'll be from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Generations. We'll be doing Minecraft, and I believe that's on the Generations 5 Survival World for that one. And then the stream following that will be on Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. That will be Buffooncraft SMP. And man, do I have some stuff some cool stuff to show you on Buffooncraft. So again, that's another Minecraft stream. Okay, thank you everybody for joining us today. That was a really fun stream. I got to see Kaachee do some stuff I haven't seen him do for quite some time. I have to go to school on Wednesday till 3. Okay, but remember the VODs will be always up. You can always see the VODs. So, yeah, thank you everybody for showing up today. It was a very fun stream for me. I really enjoyed it. We are raiding out to Cheska's now. Bye for now, everyone.